Hi there, this is Jeff, one of the Camp Benny crew members here, again down in Florida. And I'm here with another gear review. And this one I'm super excited about because this is one of my favorite firearms. So the subject of today's video is going to be, again, my favorite firearm, and that would be the Browning X-Bolt. I've had Browning firearms for quite a while. Just trying to think of a list that I've owned. I've had an A-Bolt, I've had a BLR, and of course I've settled on this Browning X-Bolt. The Browning X-Bolt's been around for a while. It kind of took over from the A-Bolt back in the day, and now I believe they're actually on the X-Bolt 2, and I'll go over that a little bit. I know a little bit of that firearm, but today's gear video is going to be mainly on the original X-Bolt. So here I have an example of one here on the stand. This particular one is chambered in the 243, and if you've watched any videos on the Camp Benny website, I do have one on favorite deer cartridge, and 243 is my favorite whitetail cartridge. So in that video I talked about the advantages of the 243 being a fantastic whitetail pronghorn cartridge for a few reasons. Just a couple of them would be the flat trajectory, low recoil, availability. You can pick that cartridge up in any location that sells anything from gas or the big box stores. So, but anyway, so again, this is a X-Bolt in the 243. This particular one has the OD green stock, which I really like because I also have the same color stock on another 243 that I have in the HOA 1500, which I've used that rifle for over 20 years, and I have killed most of my deer with that rifle. I wanted to get another one, so here we are with the Browning X-Bolt Stalker OD Green 243. So do a quick little review in case you're looking for a fantastic hunting rifle. The X-Bolt should be in your top 5 out there. So why do I like it? Many things. It's very light. It is like an extension of my body when I pull it up on try to find a target. It's, like I said, light. The bolt is fantastic on this one. Very, very smooth, but I'll kind of go through from the buttstock to the muzzle. So here we have, obviously, our stock. It's a synthetic stock, but it's not one of those hollow Tupperware stocks. Browning does a very good job on their stocks. It feels solid. It's extremely stiff. The barrel and action are centered very well, free floated in there. So accuracy is what gives it, one of the reasons it gives it its accuracy. So the stock is very, very, very good. Good recoil pad on the back. Now in a 243, it doesn't recoil much, like under 11 pounds, but the standard in all of the stalkers. And I'll get that, have an example of a more powerful cartridge as well in the X-Bolt. So again, the stock's very, very good. As we go to the barrel in action, it's a 22-inch barrel. This particular model, they have a threaded barrel. My other X-Bolt does not have that. It does. This particular model came with a muzzle brake. I took that off and just put the ring back on there. Kept that muzzle brake, I guess, in the future. So 22-inch barrel, blued barrel. Very, very nice bluing on this. It does have a matte finish, which I like. As we get back here to the bolt area, we have a 60-degree bolt. So you've got lots of room for any type of optic you want to have on there. The optic I have on both my X-Bolts is a Leupold Freedom 4-12 power. I really like that one. It's pretty affordable. You probably get into these for $349 to $399. I have the X-Bolt scope mounts. The Browning X-Bolt has a proprietary mounting system where it actually sits, the actual scope mounts sit and lock in an X bolt pattern into the top of the receiver, which gives you a very, very solid mount. So that's kind of a cool feature that they have. Like I mentioned, 60-degree bolts on this guy. Bolt is very, very smooth. Is it Tikka smooth? It's pretty dang close to a Tikka. And another feature this one does have is when you lock the bolt down, and with the tang safety that's right on top here, if you have it in the safe position, the bolt is locked. So going through the brush or whatever, it's not going to affect that. If you wanted to do a cartridge check, there is a button on the X bolt, which is right up top there. You see that right here on top of the bolt handle. If you press that button, it actually allows you to operate the bolt while it's still in safe. So that's kind of a nice feature. Trigger on this guy is fantastic. The trigger on this one has absolutely no creep. The moment you put pressure on it, it's super clean break. I have gotten the best groups that I've ever got with a hunting rifle with this guy. No target shooter by any means, but the best group I've got with this 243 at 100 yards was a 4-shot group that I could cover with a dime. And that was my best ever group I had. So these rifles are known for being very, very accurate. If you go on YouTube and search X-Bolt range, you're going to see the same result on these. Both of my X-Bolts are extremely accurate. Triggers are fantastic on both of them. The other feature as we go through the gun, it is a magazine, a flush-mounted magazine, which we have right here. This is an example of one. What's nice about this particular magazine is the way it works. It's like a little rotary magazine. Cartridge sits in the center of the magazine, so when you insert it into the firearm, it's not a staggered side. So when that bolt comes in, it comes direct in line with the bolt. So it gives you a very smooth and reliable feeding system with that way. And this particular magazine, it is polymer, but when you pick this sucker up and you look at it, it is very, very sturdy. It's one of the best polymer triggers I've ever seen. I'm sorry, best magazines I've ever seen. So, and this is the same magazine all throughout the X-Bolt, other than being a short or long action magazine. So, flush mounted magazine. Weight of this particular rifle is 6 pounds, 10 ounces. So imagine you throw a scope on here like I have with the rings, you're probably pushing another pound or so overall weight. So again, this is the 243 Stalker. Absolutely love this firearm. Looking forward to actually the first time taking it out into the field. So I have a kind of hard decision to make. Either I'm going to take this guy, or I'm going to take its big brother here in the 308. So this is the stainless Stalker. Pretty much identical gun. I have the same scope setup on this one, a 4x12 Leopold Freedom on here. The other than in stainless and being a 308, and this one does not have a threaded barrel. So that's where this one did have a threaded barrel. This is I think they started doing the threaded barrel towards the end of the model runs in the X-Bolt. But everything is identical to this one other than being stainless. The fit and finish of these rifles, like I mentioned, is outstanding. It's what you expect from a Browning firearm. Absolutely love them. So I have it in a 308 and the 243. So I'm debating on what to bring up to deer camp this year because we're only 30 days away. So that's kind of why I'm doing it on one of my favorite rifles. So why I picked 308 and why do I have 243? I figured those two calibers would cover pretty much anything I want to do. So 243, I am shooting 95 grain Federal Fusion. Fantastic bullet choice. It's what I use to get the really good group in this particular setup. 95 grain Fusion bonded bullet. This one comes out of the barrel at about 29.50. Very flat shooting. Of course, the 243 is flat shooting round to begin with. You zeroed at 100, it's going to drop 3 inches at 200, and then it will drop 11.9 inches at 300 yards. So very, very flat shooting round. Of course, it is the sibling of the 308 here. And the other reason why I picked both of these calibers is the magazine for both of these rifles is the exact same magazine. So I can interchange them. So I don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. So I can take the extra mag with any rifle. 308, I'm shooting the Winchester Deer XP 150 grain. The range time with this rifle was fantastic. Easily shoot 1-inch groups at 100 yards all day long. All of my sighting adjustments all made sense. Was able to dial it right in. Started a little high and was able to work my group all the way down into the bullseye area. I usually sight my rifles in about 1.5 inches high at 100, especially with the 243. That way, from 0 to 200, I really don't have to care about holdover at that point. So that's one of the reasons why I do about 1.5 inches high at 100. So again, these are my two of my favorites. So I thought I'd bring this and share this with everyone on what I like, what I'm looking forward to use this year up at Camp Benny. So I'm probably going to bring a 30-30, which I might do a review on too as well. Then old Marlin 336, I have that set up for the close range, and then I was going to bring either the 243 or the 308 for when I'm sitting in the longer range. So I'll have everything covered there. So anyway, just to recap, Browning X-Bolt, fantastic firearm. Looking forward to getting it out in the woods this year. But if you are in the market of a new hunting rifle, please consider this Browning X-Bolt. They have the X-Bolt 2 that just came out. It's pretty much, it looks to be about the same platform. Biggest thing that they've changed is you have a fluted bolt, it looks like in the X-Bolt 2. Save a little bit of weight there. You can get them in more options for fluted barrels. Also, more different types of finishes. Blued, stainless, and Cerakoted you can get in the X-Bolt 2. The other thing they factored on is the stocks on these don't have any type of rise in them. The new X-Bolt 2 stocks, they have a riser that's adjustable. And in some models, they actually have the length of pull to be adjustable as well in the new models. I would anticipate they're going to perform just as good, if not better, than what I have here in front of me. So I think for the price point, you can't go wrong. The X-Bolt, the regular X-Bolt pricing, I've seen anywhere from $700 to $1,000. And I have composite stocks. You can get them in the wood. They have the Medallion series too that's out there, where you can get them in the high gloss wood as well. So I didn't want to. I kind of stuck with the plastic stock just because worried about gouging something so nice. So, but please, yeah, check out the Browning X-Bolt. Fantastic rifle. So again, 30 days from opener up in Michigan, November 15th is coming fast. So I wanted to get a few more reviews in just before that, because about a week or two, that's all I'll be thinking about. So again, thank you so much. If any of this information has been helpful, please subscribe here at Camp Benny and our channel. Give us some likes, comment below. And again, just looking forward to this gun season, and be safe out there, and we'll see you soon.